name's Jennifer, and this is part 3 of the Headstart Trilogy to the Science Makes Sense series. Now, part 3 is for my budding physicists out there. Congratulations to all of you for getting onto your A-level physics course. And the purpose of this video, like the others in this Headstart Trilogy, is to be able to equip you with some helpful tips that will enable you to successfully transition from GCSE science into A-level physics. Because as with many subjects, that transition process can feel very overwhelming. You're suddenly given a huge amount of information to absorb and assimilate in a very short space of time. And so hopefully these tips will guide you through the course in terms of how you work and how you prepare yourselves for your exams, and just in general how you actually organize your work to ensure that you really make the most of your course and that you enjoy it and that you meet all your deadlines and that you just as a whole really succeed and get the grades that you want in the end. So, helpful tip number 1, maths. Now, there are some of you who are taking A-level physics that will be taking A-level maths as well. So for those of you, actually, you're probably just going to be all right. But I really would advise that just before you start your course or in the early parts of your physics course, you spend time going over your skills from GCSE maths. So things like rearranging formulae, Pythagoras theorem, and trigonometry, because you'll need to apply those things to certain aspects of physics like resolving forces. There are many other also mechanics aspects that are involved within the physics course. So it's really important that you ensure that your math skills are really on 10. It will help you to feel a lot more confident when you're then having to apply mathematical skills to some physics questions. It will just as a whole ensure that your answers are a lot more accurate. It's also really important as well that you spend time practicing your mental arithmetic, just because in as much as you will have a calculator available for your classwork and for your exams and things like that, that you are a lot faster if you're able to do those sums in your head. You'll just be a lot quicker in the end when you're actually having to perform those calculations. So then that avoids a lot of time wasting when you're trying to figure out, okay, wait, hold on, what formulas do I even need to use? How do I actually apply this? Before you actually have to start punching numbers in a calculator. So make sure you really get your math skills up. Okay, so that takes me to helpful tip number 2, which is recall. It is essential as a physicist that you try as much as possible to answer as many questions as you can per topic within your entire physics course. That means that you will need probably multiple books just for resources of questions that you can be using, so that you are on a daily basis trying to apply the knowledge that you're gaining from your course to various questions, because the way in which those questions will be stylized, the scenarios that you'll be given will all be different, and you need to be able to ensure that you are able to apply your knowledge to all those variations. It's also excellent practice for you in terms of how to actually extract data and apply it to the various formulae, because physics is such a hugely formula-based subject. So make sure that you really spend the time, allocate that time effectively, so that you get as much practice as possible all the way through the course. It is essential. It will make you feel a lot more confident throughout the year, and particularly in preparation for your exams. And then that takes me to helpful tip number 3, which is start early, stay organized. Throughout all of your course, not just in preparation for your exams, it is essential that you start early with your work, you start early with preparing for any tests that you have, you start early with preparation for all of your exams. You must, when you get home, as soon as you've learned a particular topic on that particular day, review it. Answer questions on it, so that when you're going back the next day, you know that that information's been stored in your long-term memory and you'll be able to recall that back, apply it to something else, because you'll find as you're going through the course that topics will join together, and you need to be able to ensure that you can make those connections and that you can apply things from one topic into answering questions that may be about a totally different topic but require those same skills. So make sure you really start early in terms of your preparation and stay organized. Create a timetable, hold yourself accountable to that, have it up on the wall. Make sure you are really allocating sufficient time for your study, because that will ensure that you really get the grades that you want at the end of your course. Just stay on top of your work, because as I've said, the volume of information you're about to get very soon is enormous. You're really going from this to this, and you really need to be prepared for receiving all of that and assimilating it into a way that then allows you, when you come to your exams, to produce coherent, concise answers. So that's it for today's video. I hope that this has been helpful to all of you. Please like and subscribe to this channel. If you have any requests for particular questions you'd like me to answer through a video, please let me know in the comments box. And if you have inquiries about my tuition service, or you need any extra materials, or you have any specific questions that maybe you want to just ask me on your own, that's fine. You can write to me at inquiries@atvtuition.co.uk. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.